See what's Tati. Yeah. Tati. See what's Tati. Yeah. It's Tati. Big Chicago. You gon' love me or you hate me. Either way, you gon' be tuned in. Put the camera on the target and you know it's zoomed in. Come and sip the tea. Yeah, you know I got the news sitting pretty high up. Yeah, you know I got the views. Pretty girl with some glasses. Got a vision that's on sight though. And if you want the real tea, well, Tati is the right show. What up? It's Tea with Tati.
It's really, listen, I'm giving it. I'm giving it.
Just give me my WOTY.
Give me my WOTY.
So the manager of the year is in the building, man.
You are in the building, actually.
Clap
it up for clap it up for the boss. Clap it up for the boss.
Nah, I love Pop. That's my guy.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning.
Is it morning? Where y'all at?
It's the afternoon now. I'm in Pittsburgh, so it's 12.
It's still the morning in St. Louis. It's still morning in the Louis.
Oh, okay. It's nice and early for me in LA. It's 9 a.m. So
don't brag.
Goodness.
It's nice and early.
It's nice and early, but I'm up every day at 6 a.m. So
okay. You want to be in the army so bad.
Early bird gets the worm. Don't put that on me, but you know, we here. Hey, listen. First of all, I just want to say, Tati, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you and your support for Jazz and letting her come and you being a big part of her campaign, or what I feel like was the most pivotal part of her campaign.
Thank you, Pop.
That's one of my favorite interviews that she's done. And I just appreciate I know these spaces get a bad, you know, they got a bad rep and there's a theory behind them, but I feel like for the most part, when it comes to any of my clients anyway, unfortunately I can only speak to that. It's usually positivity and love on y'all's end. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you too, the boss. I wish I could have seen you on there yesterday. I feel like you should have been on there.
Facts, Pop.
I know you do, Pop.
You know what I'm saying? And actually, I would love to see both of y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about it, because that Tati stay trying to do that and say like, yeah, the boss. But Tati, we want to see you on there too. Both of y'all.
I would love to see it happen. I would love to see it happen.
Hopefully these ladies do that for 2026. It's a disservice to the culture to not. So hopefully we get that.
Can you let Pop finish?
My bad, Pop.
No, it's all good. I mean, we would like to see it. She's right. She's saying the truth, but we would like to see it. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all because this Jazz winning this year means a lot to me, more than any other year, to be honest, just because she simply was having fun. And she was not necessarily being intentional about Woman of the Year. I started to be intentional about it more than she was later on during her year, but she just wanted to have fun after 2023, but she did not have so much fun in 2023 because, you know, we had a mission. We was on a mission in 2023. We made a lot of money, but she wasn't having fun. You know what I'm saying? And she had so much fucking fun last year. You can say what you want, you know what I'm saying? You could discredit the Bizzo battle and the Gemini battle and shit like that, but Jazz, being the student that she is and the fan of battle rap that she is, she recognizes those people and exactly who they are in their respective countries and their markets and shit like that. Like, she knows. Yeah. She knows. You know what I'm saying? And she had so much fun doing all that shit last year, even the Chirac battle, and everything she did last year was a big personal want. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wanted each and every single one of those battles, whereas 2023, we didn't ask for any of that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't ask for any of those battles, great battles, big battles. They all came to us. And this year, these were just all battles that she actually wanted. She wanted the coffee battle. You know what I'm saying? We had a league owner tell us, ain't nobody want to see that battle. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah. Fun fact. And now, you know, there was only 2 battles to choose from for Battle of the Year. So even that, like, I understand, like Official and Vixen, very deserving of Battle of the Year as well. But there was only 2 fucking battles to choose from on the ballot. 2.
Yeah.
2. I say that to say, um, it's what TBL did is doing. I would advise everybody to just mobilize and come together and really work with them and help them get this shit cracking, because this could be exactly what's needed. Bars and Roses too. I feel like it's time to organize and mobilize, and ladies, just work with it. Don't overprice yourself. The opportunity is there now for female battles to be booked. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's starting a league just to do that exclusively. That say a lot, because it's needed. It is needed. It's needed, and if without it, y'all gonna keep seeing the same 3-4 women take this shit home every single time, and it's gonna take them less and less effort and work to take it as time goes, because they're that good. Number one, respectfully, they're that good. Also, you know what I'm saying, the workload gotta be pushed, and it's time to up the ante. I'm even Kenny. Shout out to TBL. Those my guys. So I'm gonna be as involved as I can to make some of these battles happen over there as well. I'm a fan of a lot of the new ladies. You know what I'm saying, and I want to see a lot of them a lot more. And yesterday was just telltale for me. Like yesterday on some, I'm gonna keep it. Yesterday was kind of bittersweet, right? I love that she won, right? And especially considering, like I said, it was a fun year for her, but also at the same time, it's like she's gonna keep winning, or one of them is gonna keep winning. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing she is intentional about is her performance. Right. So when she step out there, it's always going to be the performance of the night, the performance of the event, the performance of the week. One of them. You know what I'm saying? At the very least, because she's intentional about that. So when you do that, what are you doing? You create an impact. You create moments. That's hard to beat when it comes down to these accolades and these awards at the end of the year. That's hard to beat. That shit is hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? Like how a motherfucker make you feel walking away from it. That shit is hard. The impact and moments is the hard, in my opinion. That shit is hard to trump. It is very hard to trump. So I just, if the workload don't get pushed and up, we gonna have a lot less to pick from and choose from, man. And there was some girls that I was looking forward to being on that top 10 yesterday. I ain't gonna lie, and they wasn't on there.
Same.
Yep. Same. If you did you make a top 10, Pop?
I did make a top 10.
Don't say it on her, but send it to me if you did.
I did make a top 10, and I'll be honest, I did make a top 10. I made a top 15. You know,
was I on it?
Who's that? I'm sorry. Who's speaking?
No, it's Rainfire Moon. I just need
Rainfire Moon. How you doing? Good morning. I wasn't looking at my phone. That's the only reason I asked.
Good morning.
Yes, you were in my top.
Let's go. Okay, that's all I needed.
Moon, I think you was in everybody's low key.
Nah, that really do make me feel good, y'all. Y'all know I be silent. I'm a pop.
Everybody's except the panels.
You were in my top 10, but
well, no, she was in some of theirs. No, she was in like 2 of theirs. They just, strength of schedule type shit. But
and in fairness, I'm sure the panel, dotted a lot more I's and crossed a lot more T's than I did. So shout out to the panel, but yes, yeah, you were in my top 10.
Thank you, Pop.
Absolutely. I watch. You know what I'm saying? I watch, and I don't like, if I really like, I watch this shit. I'm a fan of battle rap first. That's why I'm here. I'm here for a reason. I'm here really because of female battle rap.
Pop, well, since you here, let me give you some flowers real quick too. You are an amazing manager. Like you managing Jazz, Vixen, Rum Nitty, and you got Hansel, a new guy who been going crazy this year too. Like your record is impeccable with your clients. Like you do a very good job. You very strategic in the matchups that you make for them and things like that. Like you doing an amazing job. That is such a solid lineup, and they all are thriving in their careers. Even like for you to bring on Hansel to your team, and he's having like the most standout year for the new guys. Like out of all him and Eunice, like hand in hand right now. So yeah, you just doing an amazing job. So we proud of you too, and we thank you for supporting the culture always and for being so big of an advocate for female battle rap. For real, it's not unnoticed. Even though you know you don't say much, but everybody
I
notices
gotta
that.
look. I can't. First of all, I appreciate you in the words. It's in my best. It's really in the best interest of my folks, my clients. You know, even though I hate that word, I hate clients, managers. I hate both of those words. They both trigger me. But um, it's in their best interest that I don't say anything. You know what I'm saying? I believe in professionalism. I know like where's though the boss? Like y'all know the boss already.
Probably got
Little
a
phone
call.
call.
Yeah.
Sorry. The boss is a supporter first. Like y'all know her already. You know, so her coming into management, she could kind of still give her spiel and debate and give her opinion and shit like that. I can't do that. I think it would be I don't think that would be okay for me to do. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Because I don't come from I don't come from that side of things. You know what I'm saying? I don't come from. I feel like if you was already doing these things, if you were already, you know what I'm saying, known or respected for your knowledge and your debating on battle rap and your opinions and shit like that, and then you move into management, I feel like you can continue to just be who you already were. I don't have that. I can't do that. I don't feel like that's, you know what I'm saying, that's okay for me to do. But I love
It is okay for you to do, but I respect what you're saying. But it's okay for you to do because it's battle rap.
It
Like,
is. It
everybody got an
absolutely
opinion.
is.
Everybody debate. So I think it's okay for you to do.
And I do, but just not publicly.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I
he
do.
definitely do. But no,
I debate. Yeah, she know.
he definitely do. But no,
She know.
going back to what you said about the women not outpricing themselves, I do think that's very important with pushing the culture forward. But also in alignment with what Tati was just saying, you know, I tell you all the time, man, like the group that you get and you added Hansel, who has been on fire this year. I absolutely expect to see him in the top 20, Cody, for this last year, Cody. Like you really got quite the dynamic group put together. You might have the most. I think I said this either yesterday or the day before yesterday. You might have the most decorated management group. You got 3 Cody / WOTY belts, a tournament winner in Nitty. You know what I'm saying? All the awards that Jaz done racked up that friends them just posted.
17.
Again,
It's in the jumbotron.
yeah. Hansel got a battle of the year contender with, to me anyway, with Justice, and he's still on fire, still cooking, got judged wins and everything. So your group Vixen is also a former WOTY and off to a great start. She got a win over Twerk on the big stage this year. She just had a great battle with Ab, you know, the Shark 2-1, but you know, it was a great battle. But
and thank you for you know, doing some heavy lifting on that one. That was we got it done.
We work together well, Pop.
Yeah, we do. We do. We got it done. I'm proud of all of them, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate the words again. And again, this is just it's a lot to be said, and I don't want to say too much, because I don't want anything that could say to be taken out of context. But I'm just very proud of my dog, man. I'm very proud of her, and I just think she's the greatest of all time. I think she's the greatest woman of all time, and I felt that way before yesterday.
Yeah.
By the way, you know what I'm saying? But I think yesterday just says a lot to me. 17 champion awards all around. This is what I want to say to the ladies. And I could be wrong in the boss. Anyone can. I'm always down to admit when I'm wrong. I have no issue doing that. I could be wrong, so don't quote me. But I believe that including the actual Woman of the Year win, the actual Woman of the Year award, the belt, right? I believe a total of 21 WOTY awards have been given. Jaz the Rapper occupies 15. I want to say it again.
Mm-hmm.
I believe a total of 21 WOTY awards have been given, and Jaz the Rapper occupies 15.
Heavy.
She was not active.
Crazy.
She was not active the first year. She didn't battle. In the second year, she only battled once.
When
It's
she
kind of
came
hard
outside.
when I see the conversations of like Jazz not being the best, it puzzles me, not as a friend, not as a manager, but just as a fan of battle rap, how, and I can understand, I'm not knocking anyone's perspective. You don't have to be a fan of her talent, but at some point you have to accept the metrics. You have to accept the statistics. You have to accept the numbers. It is what it is.
Facts.
That's the greatest woman of all time. With all due respect to all of the ladies, because I'm a fan of every single, I have some I'm not a big fan of, but I'm a fan of pretty much all of the ladies that would be in contention for that conversation. I'm a fan of all of them, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's the greatest woman of all time. I'm sorry. She just is. And again, like for me, it's bittersweet because I'm here because of female battle rap. I'm here because of Jaz the Rapper. I'm here because I seen Jaz the Rapper rap and said, what the fuck is this? I never seen no shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it doesn't have to be that way though, is my point. Like, I don't think it has to be that way. It don't. Like there's so many talented women, man. There's so many talented women. And like I said, my top 10 was a little different than what ended up being the end result of yesterday. And I want to see those women more. I want to see them get booked more. But we as managers and we as fans and we as the artists and the rappers themselves too, just kind of gotta mobilize and make that shit work. I haven't sponsored any battles in a long time, but you know what? TBL doing what they doing for these newer ladies. I might gotta, you know what I'm saying? I might gotta sponsor a few things that I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Or that I think need to be seen. I gotta do my job too. As a fan and as someone that came in to female battle rap as a sponsor anyway. And I don't expect everybody to know who I am, but that's how I came in, because I seen Jazz and I said, yo, I want to see you battle this girl. And I got in touch with Babs and I got in touch with Debo, and we made a lot of great things and big battles happen over the course of time. And I would like to do the same thing for another a newer lady. You know what I'm saying? Just to kick this shit off and get it started the right way, man. This shit could be real progressive and productive for the entire culture, man. I don't think y'all know how special this shit is.
That's definitely fire.
Who that?
Canova. Hi, Spot.
Canova, man.
My nigga Canova.
What's going on? What's going on?
Appreciate you having us.
Bro, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Always standing on business. Jazz did her motherfucking big one on Saturday, her first on beat battle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We will definitely be booking more ladies. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of shit on the way. We just appreciate you, your professionalism, all that you do, Pop. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. But yeah, I don't know who's in here right now. I'm not a space tech. I don't know how this shit go, but any man, the boss or Tati or whoever, I'm in tune. I'm probably not as in tune as y'all. I know what ladies I like. I know what ladies that I'm a really big fan of. I know who I want to see on TBL, Women's League, and I know who I want to see more on Bars and Roses. Shout out to Queen of the Ring. I don't know what the plans are there, but shout out to Debo. Love my nigga Debo. And I if there's one girl that like, that's, you know, just one. I'm not looking to manage nobody, but I just one that I could, you know, put a couple dollars behind. It shouldn't take much. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't take much to get this shit going. It shouldn't take much to get this shit started, at least just to rev the engine up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's so beautiful.
You know, I trust the boss. I trust you, Tati. Let me know. I know who I'm a fan of already, but I don't think it should be hard for those girls to get their looks and, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Right now, it's only 3 for me. Moon. Now, I hope nobody getting offended, but you know how I am. I don't give a fuck if anybody does. It's only Moon, Mallory X, and Eon as of right now, as far as new girls.
And
that's
we all
actually like
roses.
making noise, putting in work, like that I think would even be And I hate to say like what I think people deserve or not deserve and things like that because, we ain't nobody to stop God. That's a whole different conversation. But that's actively putting in work and giving good performances and trying, like you see they're trying, like you see them putting like the effort, the foot forward into their work. Those are the three for me that I think.
And I like all three of them. And it's crazy because those are three women in my mind that shouldn't have no shouldn't have no trouble or issues getting called or getting the push or you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have imagined you saying those names because to me those names are already established.
Really? I think it's I think they're getting established, like especially this year. I think they're getting more like noticed and getting more flowers and things like that. But I don't think they're getting like I don't think they're getting the how can I say
The visibility push.
maybe, yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's like that. I think they're putting themselves in a position to do it though. Like Moon entering the straight drop tournament for the 10K, Mallory in the 12K tournament with the camp out with Fonz and stuff like that. Eon being on Bags and Bodies major cards and dominating in the battles and stuff like that too. Like, I think they kind of putting themselves in a position where they get more recognized, but I push. I really feel like WTPL could like shift the culture for real. TBL is already shifting the culture in my opinion, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like WTBL for like female battle rap is absolutely like it's gonna make a huge difference.
I agree. And
Facts.
I just don't want the ball to be dropped, you know what I'm saying? Or to be a waste of time or resources where, when the conversation f- from what I see, about female battle rap is at an all-time high, not necessarily in a good way. Um, I think that we could, motherfuckers could really push this to make it something special and make it so that these kinds of conversations don't have to be ongoing or reoccurring even. You know what I'm saying? But I like all of those girls you just named. I'm a fan of every single one of those girls. And I've seen enough of their performances to know how good they are and how talented they are. And there are newer girls though that sometimes I see, and excuse me y'all if there's a lot of background noise, I'm outside. If there's a lot of sometimes on the timeline I see like just even within the last couple weeks or so, I've seen like 2 or 3 new girls that I've never seen before.
Might be who recently
That you ain't never seen before, Big Ice, maybe? Are you familiar with Big Ice?
No. I'm familiar with Big Ice.
Well,
It
I'm
what
was
about
trying to
Jay
think who
Gray?
Jay
you would have
Gray. I
seen
think
talking.
maybe
Got
Jay
Jay Gray is
Gray.
one of
Jay
those.
Gray been
Yeah.
Sia
great
Moore,
too.
Jay Gray, Sia Moore, Miss Simone
hmm
J, D Rain. They're all new.
It's quite a
See, I
few
never
I
heard
don't
none of
know
those
about
names
the
in my life.
other two
I
for
Yeah, I'm about to
recommend
say,
real.
I
you
don't think
see
them the
like
people he's saying he saw on the timeline
I
recently.
think Jay Gray definitely
Okay.
been standing out though, and making herself start standing
Yep.
out.
I
Are
saw,
you
I saw,
familiar
I
with
saw.
Neptune?
I've seen that name. I'm not super familiar, but I saw this girl, this young lady, like kneel down and rap
Oh,
Bad
that's
Pony.
that's you mean
Oh,
that's
that's
me,
she's
Yema.
Seraphine.
fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yema
She's
Seraphina,
new
yep.
as shit too. Like
Yeah, who's that? You know what I'm
She,
saying? Like,
she, yeah, Yema.
That's
Yeah,
Yema.
she's very, very new still too. She from
I never heard of
Chicago.
her.
Yeah, Yema.
Yep. Yeah, I'll tag her in the chat.
that's probably like one of the ones I think he's more looking for somebody that's new that hasn't really been seen that probably that shows like like some
Little
innovation.
star
Somebody that
power.
you can like mold, like not even necessarily mold, but something that you can work with. Like a lot of the girls that
Someone who's coachable.
yeah, somebody like and somebody well not even that, just somebody that looks like something you can do something with. That's
WOTY
already
two
portraying the
times.
attributes that like a jazz portrays, like that creativity and that innovation and doing something new and being able to adapt to certain situations. Like I think like all those things is you know what I mean because that's what jazz does.
Yeah.
J2, what's up, boy?
What's happening, Pop? What's happening?
How you?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm just over here cleaning that shit.
As you should. I think J2 just said it like kind of perfectly. Like I not that those other like Rain, Fire, Moon and Eon and to me they on their way. Like already. You know what I'm saying? Like they on their way already. But that girl, when I seen that girl the other day, I was kind of like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, you got that feeling.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what matters the most to me is how some shit make me feel. Like it ain't even gotta be the best shit in the world, but how that shit made me feel.
Yeah.
And I you know, she
To me, that's what battle rap all about. That feel. Battle rap, real battle rap, give you that feel.
That's so fire. Somebody send me that link because I want to feel like that when I see her too. I think that's
Leo,
awesome.
when the way she did it and the way like she just adapted to the situation and made it her moment. Like I'm looking at it like, yo, that's real life star potential.
Yeah,
Right?
that was vet shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't teach that. That was just like some in the moment IQ, like, okay, let me get down here with you type stuff.
Yeah. She ain't get, you know, disgruntled. She didn't get frustrated. She ain't say, I'm not rapping, this bitch gotta stand. She ain't do none of that. She adapted. And to me, that right there, you know what that is? That's IQ.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And I look for, I'm always looking for IQ because I'm a big fan of people with big battle rap IQs.
We could tell.
Look
at all his clients.
All of them.
I'm sorry you don't like clients. What you want us to call them, Pop?
I don't know, man. Jazz, Vixen.
As a
I don't know.
whole.
I don't know the dynamic, man. I just you could call it what it is because that is.
Look at all his superstars.
Period.
Now, real quick, Pop, I just want to pivot for a little mini second. So when Jazz, because I'm noticing a trend and I'm starting to feel, you know, discriminated against. So when Jazz does her big bag giveaway, I would like to be considered for one of the all-inclusive trips. Cause you know what I'm saying? I be getting my little cash apps every year,
That's not
but
about
y'all
you.
don't. Y'all don't.
No, you won't. No, you
They
won't.
be disqualifying me,
won't.
Tati.
Oh, Spy, you should have said that. Spy said
I've
the
never
pop
disqualified you.
stars. That is so fire.
Yes, the pop stars.
I ain't want to be rude and just interrupt and say it.
No,
The
say
pop
it.
stars.
Pop stars. That is fire. I ain't
Pop
gonna lie.
stars is hard.
Let's go. Pop
The
stars.
pop stars.
Pop stars is fire, but I feel like they hate me if I call them motherfuckers pop stars.
Man, it don't matter. That's
You ain't got to do what the culture gonna do.
it's already began.
That ain't got nothing to do with you, Pop. You can blame it on Spot. They do it any other day. Don't even matter.
Spot, what up?
The pop stars got belts over there. Let's go.
Exactly.
And that stars.
What's going on, Pop?
Stars with one Z at the end, you know.
Oh my God.
That was strategic, Toddy. See, Tati, you peeped it. You peeped it. See, I pay attention. One Z.
That's the IQ right there, Tati.
That is the IQ, Tati. You might need to just write a couple rounds for somebody.
I did before. I could do a little something now. If y'all need me to come
She beat
outside
Cuban.
and get this shit lit.
Y'all wasn't there. She beat Cuban. Y'all wasn't there.
Damn.
I was there.
The boss, I've never disqualified you from a giveaway.
No, not from a giveaway, but from the top gift. You and Jazz was like, yeah, you can't. Yeah, I want to be included for that all-inclusive trip. I'm trying to get.
You want to know what you can? You want to know what's crazy? The motherfucker that won didn't even redeem it.
That's crazy.
No,
getting an all-inclusive trip to any event in battle rap is insane.
He didn't redeem it. He tried, and then he had something happen at the last minute, and then.
Well, if you remember, he was trying to catch a flight 40 minutes away, like a 40-minute drive at first. We like, what?
Oh, wait, you was there? You remember that?
Yes, I remember that. What the hell? I got my.
That's crazy.
We like,
that nigga was trying to get a Uber to an event. I was like, bro, just take advantage of this. Go to a different event.
Nigga, I'm asking for what events they got coming up in Africa. Fuck is you talking about?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
There's one coming up in December. You ain't hear that from me though.
Yeah, for real.
The nigga never redeemed it, but you know, shout out to him. I feel like this year we gonna do something. We doing something like really, really. We gonna do something real special this year.
Yeah,
Jazz be on that,
Jazz
man.
for doing that though.
Y'all
Yeah,
do it
yeah.
dope every year. What's
Yeah.
I do think the boss should not be able to win the top
Wow.
gift. I'm just being fair. I do. I
How is
feel
that?
I'm just saying because we go to events and all of that stuff. The boss. I feel like just let the people that like maybe some.
Would I
Okay,
not like to go to one for free though?
I'm saying whatever. What I'm saying is like that guy, he didn't redeem his, right? But maybe it's somebody else that never you saw how excited he was. Like he said he never been to an event and stuff before like that. Like somebody else might get that opportunity and actually redeem it. Cause we was excited how excited he was. So
I ain't
just
gonna
stay
hold
out
you.
the way.
It be your own people, but I
You just stay out the people way.
Somebody just plus one me. That's it.
The boss, you be there anyway.
Exactly.
all right, man.
But you wanna get there for free. I understand.
You know what
I
I'm
get
saying?
it.
I feel like I deserve a little complimentary trip.
She be getting to some of them for free too. Don't let her fool you, Pop.
I could believe that.
Don't let
Actually,
her
I
fool
could, I
you.
could, I could, I could, I could believe that. But nah, we doing that again this year too. We doing something else too. It just shit got a little crazy. Jazz been busy. Jazz been on 2 flights every week. I feel like for like the last since April for real. Like
That's not a pop star move. Listen,
right after Hollow, it been nonstop. So she been moving and doing a lot. So one of the other things we wanted to do even got kind of derailed or pushed or postponed or whatever you want to call it. It's not canceled though. So we're working on a few things. I just really wanted to come on here and get a female some love. I thought the panel did an excellent job yesterday.
Yeah. You want to know something
Um,
I want to highlight real quick? Um, okay, so when I just interviewed O and stuff like that, she was telling the story when I was asking her about like how she got started in battle rap and came to Queen of the Ring and URL and stuff like that. Something that I did not know. She said that Jazz had posted her in the Facebook group and was like, "Oh, we got to check this girl out. That's who they saying I should battle me and stuff like that, right?" So I'm like,
that's
okay.
true.
And then she said she had ended up bringing her to URL for that URL battle and stuff like that. And then
That's
I'm
true.
just noticing, like, I did not know that she was even doing stuff like that way back then, right? With like bringing up the new girls. So then that gets me to like how much she be supporting the new girls, and then how like she battles Shay Rack, even in the battle with Shay Rack, she coaching her like through the battle a little bit. Not to say it like no slight to Shay Rack, but like coaching her through the battle, like helping her as a vet, and then like just bringing up so many women, and I'm like, yeah, that's low key to me another one of the reasons why she keep being like blessed so much. Like she not hating or don't want to see like other people shine, and like actually pulling female battle rap forward. So
No.
I just did not know that she was doing like she's been doing it her whole career basically.
Yeah, Jazz the Rapper is a fucking hero.
Shiro.
And I think sometimes when the hero when you see a hero getting hero love, it's easy to try and flip it and try and villainize certain shit. That's just not the case. And I'm glad Official said that yesterday because all of that is true. All of that is very true. All of that is very true. The amount of shit that Jazz then brought across my desk, the amount of shit Jazz then brought across other niggas' desks behind the scenes to say, no, you should do this. You should, but it's women out there that have been booked for certain battles that don't know. It's because Jazz kind of brought it to a motherfucker's attention.
Yeah, that's so dope.
You know what I'm saying? And
I'm gonna ask this, and not to glaze Jazz or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, she
No, we're
mentioned the culture, so
glazing like
she can
hams.
get glazed.
Let's go.
Let's
Glazer.
go.
But I mean, how easy is it to manage somebody that just is genuinely a good person that does all of
Right.
this positive things and then like gives back? And at some point, do you kind of want to be like Jazz, relax, like be a bitch sometimes, like be a bitch because she's never a bitch. You know what I'm saying? She's stand on business. You know what I'm saying? Do sometimes you want to be like Jazz? You be too nice, or is it just the easy walk because like this is just who she is?
um, I think it's all of them are easy, by the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like every single one of them. And I think
Yeah.
I align myself with people uh that are like-minded, that are self-aware and have self-control. Number one. Number two, bro, it's never it's easy dealing with her. It's not easy dealing with some of the shit that we've had to deal with together. So I feel like anything that's been hard in regard to managing Jazz wasn't on Jazz. It wasn't Jazz's fault. It wasn't on Jazz, and it was shit that
It's
her and
because
I
of who
had to
she is and what comes with it.
navigate. Exactly. It was
Yeah.
shit that her and I had to navigate together. Like 2023 was it's crazy because, again, I'll say it again, and not to, I don't like talking business, but that she made a lot of fucking money in 2023.
Let's go.
Respectfully. But it was her hardest year in battle rap, mentally and just from a exercise perspective, like who she had to write for, the time in between, like all of the things. It was the first time she battled in a week span, two 3-round battles in a week span with the Charlie Clips and the RX, and motherfuckers didn't like the Clips performance, and the RX battles never seen the light of day. It was about 30 motherfuckers there. You know what I'm saying? But she still performed. It was just all of the things. The Loso battle, she prepared for that in 3 days.
3
You know what I'm
days.
saying?
Yeah.
So it was a mentally a taxing year, and I think that was the year where I had to talk to her the most on some, like, Jazz is not hard to motivate. And I feel like that was the most motivating I had to do that year. Like, you know what I'm saying? But in terms of me just being like, yo, be a bitch, nah, never. I don't wench. That's not her. That's not me. That's not what we on. But I will say, a couple weeks ago, the rant, I greenlit the rant for sure.
I loved it.
I think that's why everybody, including myself, of course, was so excited because
it was overdue.
Yeah, because she is so humble, and they kept. I don't know. Me personally, I feel like they kept playing with her, like, oh, she needs to do this, or oh, this for female battle rap. I'm like, what the fuck do y'all mean? Like,
Yeah, she didn't
I was
say
excited.
anything disrespectful.
Yeah,
She didn't say anything offensive. And if you were offended, I apologize, but you didn't. But it applied. She didn't step outside her body. She didn't call anybody out their name. She didn't.
Yeah.
It was none of that. It was just her responding to like I said, the shit that she was being hit with on a daily basis, which is really like unfair and like just kind of baffling, some of the shit. You know what I'm saying? That come her way sometimes with all that she do and all that she's done, whether she's battling a man or a woman. She get the calls that she get for a reason. We get the calls that we get for a reason. I'm not just gonna say no. Nigga, no, because you should be battling this girl, Jazz. Fuck no. Take your 20,000, take your 30,000, no. That's what I'm saying, and it's a lot of shit that y'all don't know or get to see. Y'all just like, oh, she should be battling women, which I understand. I want to see more women in women battles too. I want to see it a lot more. But you get to a point in a business, in any business, where you gotta do what you're getting called to do. And I'm not, and all money ain't good money, by the way. You know what I'm saying? But there is money that's good money, and she's going to take it. If she can rise to the occasion and complete the challenge, she's going to take it. She's going to do her job. She's going to show up with 3 rounds. She's going to rap her ass off. She's going to leave with performance of the night, round of the night, bar of the night, whatever the fuck it's going to be. And everyone's going to enjoy themselves, and the league is going to be happy.
Period.
And they're going to call her again.
Period.
It gotta make sense too, because we say all the time, and I think that's why the majority of the culture stood behind Jazz when she went on her rant. I ain't gonna cap, because what she was saying made a lot of sense. But we say all the time, it's not a lot of new girls that have warranted a Jazz or a Hustle battle or a E-Hart battle or nothing like that. So just giving it to them, I'm not gonna cap. I was one of the people that was like, all right, now why is Jazz battling Shice Raw? I'm not gonna lie, I just was. I'm like, where did this come from? So if a girl hasn't earned a Jazz battle, I don't feel like she should just give them one just because, okay, I want to bring a new girl up. No, you got to work your way up to Jazz like they do on Mortal Kombat. These are final bosses we talking about.
Right.
Pun intended. So, you got to work your way up to them.
And let me say this, I'll even use that as an example, right? That started with Jazz understanding battle rap and battle rap markets. Jazz say, yo, I never battled in Philly, Pop. I want to go to battle in Philly. I call Stiz. I say, yo, Stiz, Jazz got to get to Philly. I said, who can we, you know what I'm saying? But say what y'all want. I get it. Was it a mismatch? Yes. But where I'm from Philadelphia. Chase Raw is a legend. I'm sorry. Like you could disagree. She's not a legend in battle rap. I understand that. But in Philadelphia,
A
like
Philly legend, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like one of the first battles we seen was Shice Raw on streams. Like I don't know if y'all ever, like that's a legendary battle. You know what I'm saying? Like Shice Raw is a legend in Philadelphia. So it was, and then the juxtaposition is like, yo, she can go in battle Lady Caution, right? But that's her friend. Y'all don't like that, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I want to go to Philly and battle. I never battled in Philly. That's battle rap's ever home. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about the opponent. I know who she is. I know what I'm stepping into. You stepping into in front of, that was at the TLA, by the way. That's like 1,000 motherfuckers. She battled Shice Raw in Philly in front of 1,000 motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it was a mismatch. But from a talent perspective, it was a mismatch. You know what I'm saying? But like it wasn't as random as maybe it seemed to a lot of people. It wasn't. It just wasn't. But this is the shit that I know and I get to see because I'm the manager, and everything she do is with intention, bro. Like every single battle she take, there's something there. Either she got called for it and it made sense, or it's something she wanted to do personally. And the battles you don't see, she don't want to do.
Even with the Shice Raw battle, though, like
the way you say this girl name.
I'm not a fan. Shice Raw. I'm not a fan of her, but I've seen her battles, a few of them. She have been around for a very, very, very long time. So to me, not to, and I like, I don't be wanting nobody to feel slighted when I say stuff, but it is what it is. But even though she may not be like one of the girls that I see as like, okay, she's a future star for battle rap, it's okay if people know their ceiling and know, like, to me, like, okay, this may not, I'm not probably supposed to be the biggest in battle rap, but I'm still good at it, still want to do it. And, now it may be time for me to like get the shots or something like that. Even if it's just like for me and what I want to say I accomplished in my career, that could be a thing too. Like how Tay Rock could go in there battle like Mr. Man and stuff like that. He not ass, but he been around and put in work for so long. Like, you know what I'm saying? He might not be the next
That's
male
what I'm saying.
star, but,
Exactly.
still
The
may deserve
overall
the look.
realm of things, you may not fall into a legendary status or a top 10 current status overall, but like even if you from Philadelphia, right, and you disagree with me that Shice Raw is a legend, what you can't disagree with is that she's respected in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a fact.
I was afraid of that battle. Fun fact, ask Jazz. I said, yo, you going to battle Shice Raw in Philly you battling Shice Raw, that's one thing. Battling Shice Raw in Philly is a different thing, though. Like, it's a different thing. I'm from there. You know what I'm saying? That's a different thing. She's respected. And yeah, they love you, Jazz, and they respect you, but the battle went how it went. I don't think it didn't make it any better, but it wasn't Jazz. That battle wasn't set up as us like lining up a walkthrough. That's not what that was. Like that battle genuinely had potential, like some sort of potential like threat to it. I don't think nobody could fuck with Jazz respectfully, but I know when you step into somebody's city where they respect it, the battle can get weird for real.
Yeah.
That shit could get weird for sure. Even if you're more talented than a motherfucker, we done seen it happen time and time again where we know this nigga's winning, but the room thinks that this nigga is wilding, and that's just is what it is. Because we in his home, we in his city. That's a fact. But that's just that battle, you know what I'm saying, in itself. I don't know how we got the Shice Raw, but Shout to
The
Shice
boss.
One.
It's always
Me, that was, yeah, it was me. It was me because I always tell Jazz whenever because I am a huge Jazz fan. Everybody know Jazz and Hustle is it for me. They are female battle rap. So like whenever either one of them take a battle, I'm like, man, why is you battling like? And I don't have no problem asking either. And Jazz
Right,
gave me
right,
the
right.
same explanation that you did,
Yeah,
as far as Shice Raw and everything like that. So I'm like, all right, I do believe
yeah.
in battlers taking the battles that they actually want for their own reasons as well. So that's
That's
fair.
that's what I'm on. And you know what I'm saying? And whether it make and again, all of them are so self-aware. It's like, it's some shit. I don't really believe in money grabs unless it's a 911. You know what I'm saying? I don't stop anybody from getting their money. That's just not shit that um that's just not shit that I like to do. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you battle with intention because at the end of the day, what all you have from this shit is your legacy. That's all you walk away with. They're not making millions of dollars doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they make the money that they make. It supports them, but and that is what it is on the financial side of things. But it's like you're not walking away from this shit with a 401k. Like all you walking away after you done battling is your legacy. So battle with intention.
yeah.
Battle with intention. Don't half step it. Don't just even if you're doing it for fun. Like that's what I told her last year for 2024. I said, yo, you could have fun, but you better when you step on that stage, step on that motherfucker and be intentional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you still gotta leave this shit. And I'm confident in saying that if she retired tomorrow, she will be
World's
revered
greatest.
as the greatest of all time. And again, I felt that way before yesterday. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like to me, that just is what the fuck it is. Respectfully. I don't in that list, when I looked at that list of of superlative awards and it just it if that's not perspective right there, like you can't side eye none of that shit on there. That when this girl is deciding to be active and deciding to be outside and deciding to do her job, it's going to be hard for anyone to do anything. Yes, she's popular. Yes, her fans is going to rumble
Right.
and make sure they
Yeah.
do her thing. But that who fault is that?
That's why I loved when she said, "Teach your fans how to squabble." I was cracking up.
I ain't
You know what I'm
even see
saying?
that.
Like who fault is that? And her fan, by the way, it's not like her fans are delusional. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like if Jazz had won performance of the year for the Charlie Clips performance, then let's have a conversation.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
I'm with
saying?
you on that
That's
one.
that's not what's going on. That's not what the fuck is going on. She on that motherfucker. She's on the ballot for a reason. She's on the ballot for a reason. 4 years in a row. One of which she only battled one time. One time. She's just the greatest to me, man. She's the greatest to me. I watch how hard she works. I watch how much she beat herself up mentally when she's preparing. And I know what the fuck she put in, man. I know how her peers respect her. I know how they revere her publicly and behind the scenes. So it's a lot that goes into me just wanting to speak on her overall, because I don't speak on her a lot because I always like to maintain a certain level of professionalism, and I never want to come off as, unprofessional or some, what I'm saying. I don't like it. I don't think it's my business and my place to do it. But she said, yo, she said if she won yesterday that I could say something. Really, I don't want to say much. It's a lot more that I could say. By the way, I could. I don't really. As I'm here now, it's like that's not the energy. That's not the energy, and I feel like that energy gets pulled when the discourse is negative or unwarranted. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't see a lot of that.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say no. We rock with Jazz in here. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, in here, but I'm talking about overall, like after yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, if they in an uproar, you winning yesterday, I gotta say certain things. I gotta say why you won. I gotta say what it is. And I'm not overwhelmed with what I see in regards to her winning. It's just not.
Nope.
It's just not.
Nope.
It's some people fake, but that's
fine.
That's just
This has been the least amount of outrage. I think that's kind of been a consensus. This has been the least amount of outrage in the last few years of WOTY. And I think the way Jazz has handled her career, if we talk about Jazz's career from beginning to end, she may have handled her career. I can't remember exactly which point you came in for Jazz, but she's handled her career pretty meticulously. I ain't gonna cap. Minimal scandal, if any at all. I don't remember no major. I think the biggest scandal was when she lost her virginity. Other than that, Jazz ain't had no scandals in her name. Ain't been no like she don't choke. She don't no show. She don't steal deposits. She ain't really have. She's handled her career with her. And even during the time she was not active, she was in every battle. She was still a student of the game during that time. So I think she's handled her career quite masterfully.
I do too. And
she
outside of her
can.
career, she's a good person.
Yeah.
She's a good person. You know what I'm saying? She's a great person, and she's a genuine person. She's an honest person. You may not like everything that she has to say when she says it, which is why we worked on her not saying as much, but publicly. But she's a good person, and she gets the calls that she get. And I know everybody like to have the popular conversation. She's a popular. The nigga Josh. Shout out to my nigga Josh. Kept saying it yesterday. Popular. It's a popularity contest. I know he was joking, but that's a real thing. Like a motherfucker's being like, oh, because she's popular and because she's likable, and it's like, but why do you think she's likable? Why do you think she's popular? She's not just popular because she stood next to Smack and made faces. That doesn't warrant the phone calls that we gotten for the bookings.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's not the Jazz face gets her booked to host.
Yeah.
Why does she get called? Why did TBL call her to main event with Hollow the Dime? Because she's popular? No. Why did they call her to main event?
Math. We did the math some months ago. Last year, Jazz has the highest winning percentage of any female battle rapper.
Period.
We actually did the numbers. We crunched the numbers. She has the highest winning percentage. I think Hart came in second. So yep, she has the highest winning percentage of any female battle rapper ever.
We don't get these phone calls because she's fucking popular, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like it's other things going to popularity. There's a lot of popular people that aren't respected in their respective crafts. You get what I'm saying? Like it popularity aside, that motherfucker is talented and she's professional and she perform at a high level and they respect her. They respect her, and that's the most important thing of all of it. They respect her. They respect the shit out of her. The league owners, the league admin, her peers, her opponents. Everybody respect Jazz.
Fans, everybody. Yeah.
Everybody respect Jazz because she do the work, she show up, and she put on. She do the work, she show up, and she put on. Rinse and repeat. That's how you do your job. That's how you do your job. Every one of these battles is a job interview for the next one. Because it's shit that she
Loved
won.
him when she said that.
You want to battle Mook, nigga, you have to interview for that, nigga. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like that's real. That's real. The Hollow battle, like I said, everything is just, she's intentional with what she do, man. And I am too. And that's why we, got a good thing when we work together, and Vixen as well, and Nitty as well, and Hansel as well.
Yeah.
They are just great
pop stars.
People to people to know, and they family. You know what I'm saying? We all family. Like outside of this battle. The one thing about all of them is that I have plans with each and every one of them outside of battle rap. So me coming on board and working with these people, battle rap is merely just a piece of it, but there are other things that are prioritized over battle rap. And I'm excited for each and every one of them. Jazz got a lot of shit going on, more freestyles, more appearances, more everything. I just want to encourage the ladies to, if it didn't motivate you already, if it didn't inspire you already, to be inspired, to be motivated, and to pop out and show niggas, because you'd be surprised who is watching. Some of the DMs and calls and shit that have come Jazz way this year, we would have never known that, you know what I'm saying, certain motherfuckers even knew who she was and knew that she existed. So I say that to say, be intentional with your performances too, because when that little piece or when that little clip go viral on TikTok or go viral on Instagram and shit like that, and you can accomplish those things by rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When those things happen, you don't know who gonna see that shit because a lot of motherfuckers see it. A lot of motherfuckers see it, and then they want to do things with you. They want to invite you to appear here or to host here, or even to just come out and have dinner and had an opportunity to network. Like I said, some of the you know, the inquiries and people that have hit her up has been like some mind-blowing shit, some pretty mind-blowing shit. The people that have been like, yo, Jazz, here's my number. Pretty fucking mind-blowing. And it's all from this year. It's all 2025. It's all flex. You know what I'm saying? The flex shit. We had millions and millions of views. Not because she's popular, but because she can fucking rap and she's talented.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like that flex freestyle. It's a lot going on. I'm excited for the rest of the year. I'm excited about yesterday. I appreciate yesterday. I love Rita. I love Du. I love Duchess. I love Josh. I think they did an excellent job. My list was pretty comparable. My top 5 was definitely the same. I appreciate WOTY. I appreciate Champion. I appreciate what they do. I always do my own to see how accurate I am, to see if I'm still, if I still know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I appreciate y'all though, and I wanted to let the boss and Tati know that I appreciate them for letting Jazz campaign and do her thing and always just speaking positively about her and on her and all of the things. I love y'all. I gotta go work out.
Thank you,
Pop.
Pop.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. See what's happening. Yeah. Tati. See what's happening. Yeah. It's Tati. Big